So we're going to show you how to go through and set up a double-ended bag. In this case, we're using the DRAGO bag. It's our 7-inch round. So we have a piece of paracord. I go through and I want to make a basic non-slip loop in it. I don't need to try to tie a bow in. I'm just going to do a really basic knot. Okay. So we have that. Now I'm going to take my double-ended bag. I'm going to feed the loop in this knot that I just made through the top of this bag. I'm then going to take this loop and this knot and I'm going to feed it through an eyelet that's already up top. And this could be over a pull-up bar or something like that if you wanted to. All right, I'm then going to pull this down. Okay? So I'm going to grab a hold of my free end and I'm going to feed it through this loop. So I want to do this so that I can pull down on this free end to adjust the height of the bag. So I pull down, I get it to the height that I want, which is going to be just below my chin when I'm standing up straight, which works out to it being about centered on my chin or my face when it is I'm going through in my fighting stance. So when I have that height that I want, I'm going to grab the free end. I'm going to, here creating this loop, I go around both lines. I then pull it through and fold it part way, and I want to have a loop here so that this is a slip knot. This loop slides. Now, when I pull down on this bag, on this cord, it stays in position, but it gives me a quick release. So once I have the height that I want, I'll pull that out. I'm going to create another loop, and I'm going to do the same type of slip knot. I'm just going to double the cord up as I do it. What this will do is help prevent it from sliding around and coming out. Okay, so pulling on that nice and tight. Now, because I don't want this bouncing around, I'm going to go through and I'm going to move it up. So I'm just going to grab one of these lines. One will pull the knot down, the other pulls it up. So we move it up so we get to there. And then we have the DRAGO bag set up for height. Then what we're going to do is we're going to attach our shock cord. So in this case, we're attached on the bottom loop, and I have a kettlebell as a weight that I'm going to go through and drop down and wrap it around. So I want to have initially just enough tension pulling down on this. This is a safety factor, so that it doesn't, this doesn't slip off and hit me in the face and knock a tooth out. I pull down, I have just enough tension in this shock cord initially so that the bag doesn't luff. So I should be able to hold and get it to go back and forth. There should be no slack in the cord. The goal is that I want to create this so that it moves in a smooth fashion back and forth. If this has any type of slack, it'll start to move erratically, and there's benefit to that later on, but for right now, you're going to find it really difficult to find any type of a flow. So if I want to go through and increase the speed of the bag as I get better and I want a little more challenge, all I do is I come and I grab the shock cord, I pull down, this around. I like using a kettlebell or a dumbbell because it's got a built-in measured adjustment. I go around the handle once, and I come up and I reconnect it. And now, this bag moves just a little bit faster than it did. When I'm all done for the day, I come down, I pull on the shock cord, and then I move it around and I remove this, undoing that portion. I grab a hold of these two lines, one moves it down, one moves it up. Come down, I grab a hold of this loop, I remove the safety, grab hold of the free end, pull that, all moves down, and I can take it apart so that I don't have to leave it up in the gym. Easy peasy.